Good morning, class. Welcome to day one of your 2-point perspective project. Today we're going to be going over the basic lesson objectives, procedures, and expectations to ensure that you have a full understanding of the assignment moving forward and so that you can get the best grade possible. With that said, we're going to go over your learning goal at the top. Your learning goal is to describe the difference between 1-point and 2-point perspective. Last year, you should have completed the 1-point perspective assignment. This year, the assignment's very similar, except you're using a second vanishing point, which creates a 2-point perspective image, so that you're seeing the building from a corner point of view. So just make sure you describe the difference between 1 and 2-point perspective. And then your central question is, how do artists accurately depict their surroundings? They would do that using linear perspective. So basically, to rephrase that question, how do they use linear perspective to create a realistic space from a first-person point of view? Then lastly, your vocab word for today is 2-point perspective. You're going to be going over all the vocab today, but the only one you need to answer for the PowerPoint is 2-point perspective. As always, please complete all your classwork during a regularly scheduled class period and try to submit all your work before 3 o'clock so that you don't receive any temporary zeros for late or missing assignments. You can always submit things late. I don't give any late penalties. I just want to try to make sure everyone is on pace and on track. So please try to do this work every day so you get in the habit of submitting everything on time so that you don't fall into that trap of always trying to catch up with yourself. All right, with that said, we're going to start today's task list. Your task list today is to first watch the 2-point perspective PowerPoint video to review the vocabulary and the assessment questions for the lesson. This is a PowerPoint where I'm narrating you through all the slides so that you're introduced to all the vocabulary, how it applies to the lesson, and what the lesson steps and procedures are. It's also a great reference as far as getting some ideas for your project, what you might want to create and why. So please make sure you watch that. That's very important. Once you've watched that PowerPoint, then you're going to choose one design, one style in which to create your 2-point perspective. So you can either do an interior space, an exterior space, which is one single building, or an entire cityscape of various buildings on a city block. You do not need to watch all 3 videos. That's why they say options 1, 2, and 3. Just choose the style you want to do first, and then just watch the video that refers to your project so that you're following step by step with the video, just as if I was in class demonstrating it. If you want to watch all 3, you can, if it helps you basically brainstorm and it helps you decide or narrow down which style you want to do, but you only need to watch one. So make sure you watch at least one of those. Once you've watched the PowerPoint and you have watched the video for your style of project, then just complete your entrance ticket, answer the questions below, and submit to the day 1 entrance ticket assignment. This is worth 2 points. We do these every day. The vocab and follow-up question change each day. Your first question is, what is 2-point perspective? And the follow-up question is, how do artists accurately depict their surroundings? So the entrance ticket questions, both questions, the answers can be found in the PowerPoint video or the PowerPoint slides in general. Please make sure you're pulling your answers from the slideshow and do not Google the definitions. More likely than not, students get these answers wrong and don't get credit. It's very easy. You can just cut and paste the answers for the entrance ticket. Just make sure you are making the effort to find those answers and demonstrating your understanding. So just answer that. It'll only take you about 2 minutes to do the entrance ticket. And then lastly, just begin your sketch and design of your 2-point perspective drawing, and then post your sketch to day 1 student progress at the end of class. We do this every day. This is worth 3 points. Every day you're required to take a photograph of your work and submit it for points. It's meant to be easy points. It's also meant to be a way for me to track your progress and give you feedback to make sure that you are completing the assignment correctly as you move forward. So as you work in your sketch, just make sure all your angled lines converge. Basically, they all meet to the proper vanishing point. So if your line is going left, even though in your video my hands are going right, but if your lines are going left, then they hit the left vanishing point. If your lines are going to the right, they hit the right vanishing point. And then always use a ruler, and don't begin the final project until I've given you the green light to continue. This is only because I don't want you to continue the project or start the final project and have you not fully understand the objectives, because I want you to succeed. So just make sure you check in with me and get permission to start the final. For your materials, you just start on sketch paper. Don't use your final paper yet. Your ruler, you have to use a ruler for every line. It's going to be very obvious if you don't, so please get in the habit of doing that. and then just a pencil and eraser. You don't need to worry about color for this assignment, especially for the sketch. So those are your materials for that. So that concludes this video. At the end of today, you should have a very good understanding of what the expectations are. If you don't, just message me and I will help you as best as I can. Please make sure to submit your entrance ticket and your sketch for your student progress today for your 5 points. All right, guys, if you need anything, please let me know, and I will see you all in class. All right, bye, everyone.